Hey guys, it's C&CConstrictors again. Today's video is just products that we recommend you have
as a new keeper or a breeder. Both of these will work both ways. We're gonna go through and explain why we use these products, why they're so good, and yeah, we're gonna give you at least 10 good products.
We talked about some of these products before in previous videos a little bit, but this is going to be more in depth. Most of this stuff will be off of Amazon. Two things won't, which we...
Actually, a lot of this stuff is not through Amazon.
Anyway, we'll get into that. But let's go ahead and get into it, and yeah. Alright. So the first thing that I'm going to grab here, we use this as a spray bottle for shed and everything, but this F10 veterinarian disinfectant. It's really good to clean your tubs or your tanks, depends on which one.
I like this stuff personally, especially once your female gets done laying. You don't want that scent inside the tub, so this is really good to get that scent out. Because if the scent's in there, she won't eat. She'll be off food for many months, and it makes her harder to go back onto food in general.
Yeah. Well, there's a whole bottle. It's pretty big. Actually, let me just... We use it if we have any. Or like I said, we keep the bottle for actual water. Like we rinse it out and everything, use it for water. So it's a good thing to keep around when you run out.
And this here we did purchase off of Amazon.
Yes. All you gotta do is just look up F10 cleaner and it'll pop up, and you can find refills. You can find like the pretty good jugs that you could just refill this. You can find this size, which I don't know what size this is.
If I'm not mistaken, this was about $30.
And it comes, as I'm reading it, it's 1.6 quarts in this whole bottle.
I think it lasts a pretty good while.
Yeah.
But it makes an excellent cleaner.
If you just, especially if it's just pee and you just spray it, I mean, if you got a little calcium, dried up calcium in there, I mean, obviously you need a scrubber and maybe some Dawn dish soap. But with just regular, like, fresh bowel movements and everything, it's a good thing just to spray and then use hot water and then you're done.
All right. So for our next product,
and this is going to be kind of a shout out to these people, obviously not sponsored or anything. We have purchased this Da Vinci Boa off of Instagram, I believe. And this product basically gives your snakes the vitamins. It is pricey. It's like $80 for just this small thing. But if your snake's gone off like 6 months of not eating, you've tried everything, change their heat, clean them, what other things? Moved them around during shed.
Give them a hide.
That too. If anything does not work that you have tried and looked up, this stuff, again, Da Vinci Boa, is really good. We've had some of ours that were like close to a year, and we've tried everything.
I think we have had one that was off for a year.
Yeah. And this stuff got them back on feed. Because it could be just missing vitamins and something. I don't know exactly what's on here, which it has everything that's in it. But it does get them eaten, and it's great. You just take a little...
I'd love to get a bigger bottle of that.
Yeah. You just basically take a little... Dropper, yeah. I was trying to think of the word. I was going to say syringe. And get it in the back of your snake's throat, which we can do a video of that if you want us to. And
actually, if you have any ideas for videos, please drop them down in the comments.
Yes, we were waiting for some ladies to lay. I know our videos are pretty kind of at the moment. I know it's not the best stuff. We are really new to this, but we're trying, at least. And I'm pretty sure everyone can understand that as far as like in the snake community. But yeah, video, definitely we'll do it. Be a very short one though, but definitely we'll do that one. Okay.
Now we're going to get more into the I guess, reptile keeper side of this.
Yes.
And this goes for anybody. This is why I said it's a little bit both breeder and
Just regular if you just have one or two in a tank.
But every now and then, your snakes are going to get mites.
From their food, like if you do live food, they're going to get these little things that, if you haven't heard them, brain fart. What is it called? What are they called? Mites. Yes. Sorry. But you'll notice some little black moving things called mites. Obviously.
You read the back of the bottle and it says.
Oh, and even on the front. If you just read, Chelsea, then you'll probably know. But this has helped a lot. Obviously, clean your tank and tub before you spray this down, just so you and get all the crevices and stuff, because they like to hide, especially if you have like
especially in reptiles where there's scales.
Yeah,
they like to climb under the scales, sometimes get under the eyes and the heat pits.
Yeah. But if you have like the bedding that some people have, the coconut shavings, I can't remember exactly what they're called, but if you have, they like to hide in there, because we tried that before and it just made our mite situation awful. So we just went back to just regular sheets of lining bedding, which some people do.
Since we're on that, we can just get to it.
Which this is off of, what is it called, love?
Superior Shipping Supplies.
Yes, and this is for the hatching rack that we have, the ARS hatching rack. It does come in bigger if you do have a bigger, and this is for...
You can also order it without this hole if you have like a clear tub.
Yeah, they ask you what all you want specifically on it. They'll charge more for this hole, if I'm not mistaken, by like $5.
I don't know, maybe.
It's been a while since
we need to order some.
Yeah, I know. But this is good. Very easy to clean your snake in.
Obviously, it's white. So when your mites are crawling around,
you can see it better.
Oh yeah, this is going to point it out real quick, real clear. There's no mistaking any mites. So this is the way we go. You don't have to go this way.
No, a lot of people think that the
but also,
coconut shedding is a lot better for them, like they're snake wise for them eating on and stuff like that.
But also this is very absorbent. So when you spray these down with water, these are most likely to hold it because it's literally absorbent. It really takes
it's like a paper towel in a way.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, we just like to use this. We have tried another, I guess, version of this, and it was not okay. I really wish we did have one so we can show you guys, like, not to find that, because I don't remember where we found it either. So,
but I will say this, that we have had 2 clutches basically laid on these with no problem, no issues.
And you'll see a lot of breeders, if you've watched different breeders' YouTubes, majority of them, if not the coconut shedding, bedding, whatever you want to call it, I can't remember the actual name of it, have this, or some type of form of this. So it's a great product. Oh, and by the way, the reptile spray you can find in pet stores if they have it in store, or on Amazon. And they, like I said, with the F10, they also have like the big jug, so you keep these bottles and just refill them.
Yes.
I think they come maybe roughly around $20 for 2, I think. Maybe. I haven't bought this in a while.
Prices have gone up on everything.
Yeah, so we haven't bought this in a couple of years, maybe. So I'm not sure how much it's gone up. But it is on Amazon, or your local pet store might have it. Anytime that we've gone to PetSmart or a PetSense is what we have here in Mount Airy, North Carolina. But they say they have it on their website, but they don't when you go in the store. So I don't know if everyone's just buying out or they just don't get it. But next item is going to be these scissors. And you'll see in our egg cutting videos that we use these.
The main point I want to point out
is that curve. Yeah. That's what you want to look for when you want a good pair of...
You don't necessarily need that curve, but if you're a newer breeder, you're obviously going to want these because it's a little easier to cut your eggs without the fear of cutting into your snakes.
Yeah.
Which is why I use these. It's really simple to just cut and go.
Yeah.
You can find these on Reptile Basics for about maybe $10. You could also probably find these at your local Walmart. I mean, there's no real specific.
No, I mean, if you've seen Billy's out there, I mean, he uses regular scissors. I mean, it really don't matter. But for us, we're finicky and we're accident prone. So
I'm just gonna say, if you're a newer breeder, you want to take every precaution imaginable to make sure that you have healthy snakes come out of your eggs.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be cutting all into your egg and risk the snake. The snake is the main thing, right? So we use these scissors to keep it safe, keep it clean, keep it all that. And then at the end of the day, we have healthy snakes.
Yeah. I mean, we've had 2 successful clutches. Majority of it anyway, as far as what we wanted and what we did get, and then them passing away. But in the end, the egg cutting has been great so far, as far as us doing it together. So, I mean, yeah, whatever floats your boat. If you're like us, use this. If you want to be like Billy, then regular scissors.
All right. Now I want to talk about these.
You want me to hold on?
First, I'm going to talk about this just a little bit. Now, you can buy feeding tongs, but over time they wear down. They get crappy. They suck. I found that out over my years of experience. So we switched to what they call hemostats. They come in different sizes.
I think one different sizes that he got was actually off of Amazon.
Yes.
I think the one that you're holding in your hands.
I think I got these 2 from Amazon. I think
And
I got
that
this
one
from Reptile
Basics. Yeah. So I'm gonna hold these while you hold that one. Smaller ones off of Amazon right here.
A little bit bigger.
Yeah. I mean, you got 2 different sizes. Because like I said in one of my videos, I believe.
Ones.
Yeah. Those I like the best just because the rodent, depends on what rodent you're feeding, like to climb on it. And if you're scared of getting bitten or them just getting too close to you, like me, because rodents.
And you know, where tongs, you can, accidentally drop your rodent or lose it because you get jumpy or scared. These
They literally
lock into
clamp it up,
place.
yes.
You can't lose your rodent.
Yes, we have passed on rodents to each other. Like,
just handed me the tongs and then I could just feed them.
Yeah. Or when we're cleaning or something. So, another good, very
useful tool.
Useful because,
again, for breeder and just keeper.
Yes, or if you just want to be ballsy and just take it by the tail.
I mean, you can.
But you do have that risk of getting bit, which...
But this right here, I find it's just easier, it's quicker.
You don't get bit. You ain't got to worry if...
You don't lose the rodent.
No. Because even with your fingers, you could drop it because they bit you. Or something, So, those are just a really good product that... 10 out of 10 to me.
There's no
bad
side to them.
There's no right or wrong of what you do as long as you're a snake or whatever. Because some people use this for, mealworms or something like that. Probably not these exactly, but they use stuff for other things like pinkies or something like that.
I just think they're 10 times better than the little,
regular
tongs
yeah
that you can get from a pet store. But the hemostats, they really clamp, they really hold on to what they're supposed to, and it makes everything just 10 times easier in my opinion.
Which you saw in our rodent video last week, how we clamped on and everything and showed you guys the sex, and well, he used his hands, but of just really how you really can just sling it in there and just close it, and then you're done until you hear a pop or you don't hear anything, or just come back 30 minutes later to see what happens. Because sometimes you got other stuff to do, so you just throw the rodent in there, come back 30 minutes later, go through everybody who you fed, see who ate, see who didn't, and just get it done. Next, I want to talk about some of the heating stuff.
Okay. Most important tool you can have.
Yes, this is a
heat gun.
Heat gun. You will see a lot of people in different videos use this to make sure that their tank or tub or whatever they have at the right temperature.
There is nothing on the market that beats this as far as reptile keeping.
You could probably get this on Reptile Basics. I don't know where he got it because he had this before.
I think I got that at Lowe's. But
anyway, you can even get it at Lowe's. It literally
Lowe's, Walmart, wherever.
Amazon probably. I mean, it literally is like a little red light, and right now my desk is 70 degrees, and that's it. Me, probably don't know. About 94.5. I mean, it could take your freaking temperature, but you want your tub about that high, because you got to think these snakes and probably other reptiles too come from high humidity, high heat places. And North Carolina right now, if you live here watching this, you know it's freaking cold in the winter. It is 37 last time I looked. It is cold, and they need to be in at what's the minimum?
70 for a cool spot, like 75.
Yeah.
80.
And then for the heat spot, it has to be
in 90s.
Yeah.
85, 90, somewhere about that.
And ignore the shaking if you can notice that our washer is going. I just noticed that a little bit.
But again, most important tool. There's no reptile device, no crappy gauge that you can buy that goes.
I don't care who tells you what, like the little crappy humidity thing that they have at pet stores and stuff. That will not do it. Those things can be inaccurate to the max. He's had some people message him about it, and he tells him right away, get a heat gun. You could literally buy this at anywhere.
Probably about 20, 25 bucks.
And it will save your ass. Sorry for the cussing if no one likes cussing, but we're a family of cussing, so you can get over it. Okay, next thing is the second most important thing when it comes to heat. This is very expensive.
About $100 per.
Yes.
Like
I don't know if anyone has ever seen these, but these are absolutely amazing. Obviously, you have the things that plug in, but the thing is, you gotta reset that. Our power has gone out, and we've, of course, checked on them, our snakes, just to make sure. And this thing just goes right back to where it was supposed to. And we ain't gotta worry. It just stays at the 95 degrees that we set it, and it's fine. You got nothing to worry about at all. And it's the literal best. And where do you get this?
You can find it on Amazon. Reptile Basics sells them. I think C&CConstrictors has them.
I think that's where he got this one, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I think I got that one at an actual...
Repticon?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, it's still a good product.
They're all...
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. Like, you're not gonna get judged by anybody if you use the little plugins or anything like that. Because we've had them, just from personal experience. Because even our incubator, which is in that closet right there, is on it. So
everything we have is dependent on these kind of thermostats.
Yes, and like I said, when we had, before we redid everything, I guess you can say, we did have those ones where you did have to reset it, make sure that everything was back to where it was. These, power goes out because of bad weather, then you gotta worry about it.
We're pretty confident everybody's safe.
Yes. These I would highly recommend it, especially if you live in a state that is going through weather like crazy and you're losing power like crazy. So you don't have to worry if you're out and it starts thundering very badly and you get a notification from your energy company saying that your power's out and then it comes back on while you're still out. You ain't got to worry about it.
They're pretty pricey, but I definitely feel like they're worth the investment, especially when your reptiles are more pricey than any object you are using in the room.
Yeah, especially if you're more into the gene side of it than just getting the normal. Because, I mean, normals are, everyone knows, are pretty cheap. But if you get... I can't do. Quack. Anyway, but if you're, like, into clowns and bananas and all this other stuff out there,
it's just a good investment.
Yeah, especially if you're planning on breeding. It's just...
You don't want to lose your animals because your thermostat kicked off.
Yeah, and you're out and you didn't know.
You don't know it, and then you come back and your animals are sick.
Yeah, which upper respiratory is very... That's how he lost his first collection, was due to an upper respiratory outbreak throughout his whole snakes.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get to something else.
This is pretty easy. This is pretty simple. This is pretty basic.
You should probably brought in the other size, but a little hide.
These come in different sizes. You can get a small, medium, large, extra large.
Yeah. I mean, it makes your snake feel comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what you want in any environment you put your snake in. You want it to have a hide.
Yeah. Which, I mean, these...
Reptile Basics, again, you can get them on Amazon.
I mean, they're pretty... For a good pack...
cheap.
For a good pack, I mean, you can, at most, maybe $20. It's not that bad.
About $20, you can probably get about 4 of them. I think they're like $5.99. $8.99, something like that.
Still, I mean, it's a pretty good investment. And plus, you can put it over your heat, and your snake can just chill out. Especially if it's new and it's stressed out, it'll go in there, get the heat that it needs, and chill, sleep, do whatever it needs. I mean, we have our hatchlings on it, and we have some finicky adults in hides when they're not eating or if they just seem stressed out. We just put a little hide in there, and they do their thing. They sleep, they chill, they do whatever, and then they go back to being a snake as far as eating.
I guess we're going to finish this off on more of the breeding side. This is the last item. Again, I think we've talked about these.
Yes, so when we did our sexing video. Yeah. But again, just another shout out because these are really good, especially when you have your first clutch and you don't know how to pop. Probing, obviously, comes in different sizes. Again, we just use these. We don't use these because we don't have big enough snakes to use these. But these, and then you just take a little lube, go to your local Walmart, get the KY jelly if you're not already used to it. Sorry, my actual personality is coming out in this, and I don't know if I like it or not. But yeah, great product. Amazon,
no.
Reptile Basics.
Yes.
I remember that from the last one.
Reptile Basics is definitely getting a big shout out in this video.
Yes.
For most of your keeping needs, honestly, Reptile Basics has a lot of the stuff.
Yes.
I mean, of course, you can get some of the stuff at Amazon.
If you're having a good time with Amazon, unlike me right now, who's trying to redo the living room, and not going so good. But yeah, it's just, and also another shout out, just because I want to, just because I really, really, really appreciate this right here. Da Vinci Boa. Instagram, literally Da Vinci Boa. Go check out his stuff. Even though it's expensive, it'll be worth it. To get your snake back to eating and being healthy, it is worth it. Even if they don't get right back on it, which we've had, do it a couple more times, it's just just so they get the nutrients because they're not eating.
Right.
So, just everything that we have mentioned, please take in consideration. Look at it. Your snake is going to need it eventually, and everyone in the animal community, not just the reptile community, you want your animals safe, healthy, and happy. And these products will definitely make sure that your animal stays that way.
And I can also guarantee you that in the long run, a lot of this stuff is going to make your keeping easier.
Mm-hmm. Because sometimes life just happens. You got kids or a kid on the way, or you got a full-time job, and you just don't have that lot of time at the moment. I mean, the F10 is going to make the cleaning a lot easier. I mean, the reptile spray is going to keep the mites away, even if they don't. And you just want to make sure, because you know it's mite season, because it's not cold, and those little blood suckers, not just mites, but fleas, mosquitoes, you know, the whole shebang. But they're all coming back because it's getting warmer. Just make sure your snake's happy. Definitely keep making sure the heat's good. You know, easy paper removal. You know, so you don't get bit from your rodents if you do live feedings. Hide so your snake feels happy and secure, because ball pythons, if nobody knew this, in Africa they live in termite mounds. So they want to be concealed. They want to be in that tight spot, and then it'll make them happy. And the probe stuff is just to make sure that you got what you asked for or bought for.
Yeah, nobody wants to buy something and then find out it's the wrong thing.
Yes, and you said you wanted to talk about something? About breeding to end the video?
Breeding?
You said something about breeding.
What about breeding?
I don't know, you said you just wanted to end the video about some breeding stuff.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
You guys can vouch for me. I know what I'm talking about. He said something about breeding.
Okay.
But
if I remember, then we'll put it in another video, I guess.
Mm-hmm. While we're in here, do you want to show them our incubator? I don't think we ever did.
No, I want to save it for another video. Nobody wants to tell me what to do, then I'll just wait then. I'm not gonna put in effort.
But yeah, we have a couple ideas. We're just really waiting on these ladies to start popping out babies just whenever they're feeling it. And that's really what we're waiting on.
And on the 30th, we'll be doing some more stuff with the ultrasound.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll probably just be a little TikTok video. Probably not something really for YouTube, or maybe a short or something. I'm not sure. Yeah. Because, I mean, we've already done the tutorial on how to do all that. But that is it for today. I really hope you guys take these. Yes.
Please subscribe. I know you're probably tired of hearing this, but subscribe, follow. We have Facebook, we have YouTube, we have Instagram.
Well, this is going on YouTube, so.
Oh, well. When you watch it, subscribe.
Hit that notification bell.
And of course, we're on TikTok before that gets banned, right?
Yeah, that's up in the air. But, so if you are on our TikTok, follow everything else so you can keep in tune with these lovely videos that you get to hear us talk so much bullshit about, because that's what we're here for.
And sorry, no snakes today, but it is reptile related.
Yes, it is. And please consider looking at these items so your snake can be happy, healthy, and still kicking.
And maybe next video we'll have some snakes rolling around, thrashing. I don't know.
Thrashing? They don't thrash. Maybe we'll have some eggs. I don't know. I don't know when these ladies are gonna decide. But maybe we'll do a rodent. We talked about rodent building video. I mean, it's not anything spectacular.
We're still
It's literally.
We're still getting this room pretty set up.
Yeah, this is the office. So some of our videos are going to be posted in here instead of the actual reptile room, which is literally in the next room. And then our building is literally right out the window. You can't see it because, you know, it's not time. But it's literally right behind us. So everything's just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
But we're gonna stop talking and
Stop rambling.
yeah. Still getting used to talking, but
I don't know. I think you're showing your personality in this video.
I really am, and I don't know what it is. Probably the ADHD. But
That's a reason to stop watching right there.
oh god. But yeah, we're just rambling now. But we just hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend, Sunday night. Good start of your week tomorrow, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Please subscribe. Please follow. It means a lot. And
Yes.
that's it.
See you next time.